While in Toledo, I've stopped by Encore Books, one of my favorite little bookstores in the area. Going in, there's a ton of books. Stopped by the science fiction and fantasy area, which they have some Witcher books, The Last Wish being one of my favorite books. They even had Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere, which is one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely adore this book. You need to read it. They have a ton of Battletech and Warhammer books. They even have a ton of Doctor Who, especially some of that vintage stuff, which I'm not a fan of it, but my brothers and sisters love Doctor Who. They have Star Wars, Star Trek, and a ton of other stuff. They did have this really cool complete set of the Full Metal Alchemist manga, which I thought about getting, but it was really, really expensive. Then I always check out the comic books to see what they got. They do have graphic novels. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you can find some video game strategy guides, such as this L.A. Noire, which is a very underrated game. I think it's better than the Grand Theft Auto games. But that's just my opinion, but I was not going to pay $20 for this. Heck no. They even had the 7th Guest and 11th Hour strategy guide, which is a game I've always wanted to play, but I've never actually had the chance. Apparently there is a port of it on the Switch, so I gotta check that out. So moving over to the fiction, they have some James Rowland books, which I love the Sigma Force books. Sandstorm, Judas Strain, all that, some of my favorite. The Matthew Riley ones are really good. What these do, it's action-adventure, kind of like Indiana Jones, but it adds a lot of science into it, which is really cool. Then, of course, I always have to check out the children's book area and young adults because I found some really good stuff there. They have these Magic Treehouse books, which actually have inspired me to wanting to write a children's book based off of my adventures as a teacher that just kind of go absolutely crazy. I used to tell them when I taught kindergarten, and the kids loved them, and I just want to write them down and release them so other people can enjoy them. I always check out this stuff too. They have Harry Potter stuff. I picked up my entire set of hardcover Harry Potter books from here. They have a bunch of Rick Riordan. I think that's his name is. Yeah, Riordan. Yeah. So a bunch of this stuff. They've had the Red Pyramid, which I read last year, which I really enjoyed. It's like Egyptian mythology. They have a lot of Twilight books. Makes sense why though. It's not very good. They have a little section of manga. I didn't see too much there I was really interested in, but they did have some Mobile Suit Gundam, which I think I mentioned in a video before. I started getting the Mobile Suit Gundam. I began watching the original series, and I'm about halfway through it, and I'm absolutely loving it. I even purchased a Gundam game on the PlayStation Store. Right next door is Monarch Comics. I haven't been here since the place burned down and reopened. So they had a bunch of DuckTales stuff and Darkwing Duck, which I didn't even know was a thing. They have Scooby-Doo, Batman team-ups, which I didn't know that was a thing either. There's the Event Horizon comic series, which is really cool because the Event Horizon movie is one of my favorite sci-fi horror movies ever. It's about this spaceship that comes back through a portal that's supposedly been to hell, and it's about these people that go in it and start experiencing these horrific things. It's very underrated. Came out in like 1997, but I watched it last year or the year before, and it holds up really well. And apparently the comic series, there's 2 series out. One of them is a prequel to the movie, and the other one is a sequel. So that is something I definitely really want to check out. And if you have not seen this movie yet, I highly recommend it. They also had Something is Killing the Children, which is a graphic novel series that's really good. It's an indie one, which I kind of prefer the indie over the superhero stuff. They even had I Hate Fairyland, which is another series that I've been reading that's absolutely hilarious. I've been reading the Feral series as well, which follows a bunch of cats going through a rabies outbreak. They even had some Lock and Keys in the youth section, which is a very good horror graphic novel, much different than the Netflix show, which I actually recommend their graphic novels over the Netflix show. Overall, these are great stores that you should check out.